Fucking. Yeah. I managed to record a little bit, recharge my phone for a little bit. So let's hope we get at least half of the people we did before. So then we can go. Oh, fuck. Goddamn, the pump that I have. It's fucking crazy, bro. Oh, we're back. I don't know if this shit fucking works, but the pump that I got is fucking huge. Looks like a fucking monstrous goddamn pump. Oh, look at the fucking size of this thing. Fucking bigger than my head. Greetings. I have such a fucking crazy pump right now. I did some forearms as well. But yeah, this shit doesn't work like this. So, to say it plainly, I managed to recharge the phone to like 17. So I'm gonna answer the last question that was given to me. Maybe answer a couple more if I get fast enough, and then that'll be all for today. Next time I'll be a little bit better prepared. I was just kinda seeing how many people we would get and shit. Because this channel was kind of dead. Fuck yeah, 11 people in a couple of seconds. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, to answer the last question that was given, until my phone dies again. By the way, I'm barely able to hold this goddamn mic. Sup, bro? Because of the fucking arm pump that I have. Let's see these motherfuckers. Now this is a bad lighting. That's fucking crazy. I'm from, if I say Croatia, I'm from Croatia, but I live in Iceland. Anyway, last question the guy asked was about basically what would be the best way to gain muscle, strength, whatever. So, when you are training, understand that linear progression is a must. Doesn't matter who are you trained, like who are you training with, what coach you're trained by. If there is no linear progression, whatever the fuck you're doing probably doesn't exist. 25 people, 23, fucking shit, bro. That's basically, if there is no linear progression in the programming that you've been given by your coach, that coach sucks ass and probably doesn't know what he's doing. If you're a beginner, intermediate, elite, every one of us needs linear progression. We need phases of training. Let's say you've just started out going to the gym. Some of my clients are currently watching, so I can say they will understand this straight away. Some of them haven't trained for some time. If I throw them into training, crazy programming, like fucking 4 sets of 15, 75 to 80% of intensity, and his trainings will be ass. So of course, if I do that, I suck as a coach. So if you're a beginner, somebody who never trained in his life, maybe has a background in sports or something, so you have some sort of a muscle background, you'll get fast into training, but the first couple of months or weeks, depending on your genetics, you need to get used to it. You need to adapt. If your body cannot adapt, it's gonna do worse than training like fucking 3 sets of something and then resting for the next 2 days. If you're a fucking beginner without knowledge, training twice, 3 exercises of, I don't know, 4 sets is gonna do you more good than training 4 times, 5 times a week, destroying your body every single day to failure and not eating enough. Of course, all of us get beginner gains. I already talked about this like years ago. All of us will get beginner gains and get somewhere no matter what the fuck you do, because our bodies adapt whether we like it or not. But if you want to go get somewhere fast, do it high quality, or don't do it at all. I mean, nah, I don't believe that. I think even though not everybody can train like a fucking professional athlete or like an elite lifter and dedicate 4 hours of training per day to fucking half an hour of warm up and then specific exercises and shit, eating while training, stuff like that. Not everybody can do this. Pozdrav. But if you are a somewhat normal individual with a normal job, family, so you have work on the side, family work on the side, managing 30 minutes, 45 minutes of high quality training where you're just focused on doing the exercise well is gonna give you more good than training every single day, throwing shit around, not hitting anything, and not knowing what the fuck you're doing. I think that makes sense. To get back to the question, linear progression is needed because you're doing a strength phase. If you keep doing a strength phase without stopping, you will stagnate. When you stagnate, you will start posting online how your genetics sucks, how everybody's on gear. You cannot believe how that fucking guy managed to get somewhere further from you, and you're training both the same time. You can have top level genetics, elite genetics, and still stagnate if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need to change because your body adapts. And my bro sent me the Dutch Giant video, the guy who's now acting in Reacher, massive fucking guy. And he's talking literally about the same thing, and it was really impressive to see how he mentioned this, because I see professional coaches who don't mention this. Your body adapts. Some bodies adapt quicker than others. So expecting that you're gonna have the same gains all the time while running a somewhat average program is basically you being a fucking retard. You are fucking retarded, bro. So the best thing you can do, apart from knowing what the fuck you're doing, is getting a coach who's gonna give you the linear progression you deserve. So no matter what genetics you have, you can progress. That's the best you can do. Of course, some coaches are more expensive than others. Some coaches will it'll give you a huge price while not having the knowledge there. But you can find some, like my coach, James Strickland. We made a deal together because I was living in Croatia back then. Wasn't making as much. We made a deal. I'm gonna pay $50 every single month. This guy, this trainer of mine, has benched 705 pounds raw. This motherfucker had all the goddamn knowledge in the world to literally create an elite level bench presser. Lo and behold, when I broke the fucking record in my country. Whoa, what a fucking surprise. How is that possible? Because I got a fucking coach who's a bench specialist who benched 700 pounds. What the fuck do you mean? Of course my genetics help. But think about it. Think. To get somewhere, you need to fucking focus on doing the right things, not whatever the fuck comes your mind. So that's why I don't understand why some people get so surprised when somebody's bigger, stronger, whatever the fuck. You don't know how much knowledge they have. You don't know who are they coached by. Mitchell Hooper. Now, he's an amazing guy. I didn't pay a month and he still kept me training. And he's a great coach, but he has so many clients, he's not able to train every single individual with the time they deserve, with the specific trainings they deserve, like specific exercises and, upbringing they deserve. So finding a very, very popular coach as well is not the best thing you can do. You need to put time into it, honestly. Let's see these questions because I just don't want to yap without purpose. Thoughts on Mike Menser's training frequency philosophy? I would lie if I said that I know a lot about Mike Menser. I love the guy, how he looks, but I never truly, I bought his book, but I didn't train. I didn't try his trainings and I didn't look into it way too much because high intensity training didn't go well with me. How can I say? I'm gaining more size doing low reps with heavy weight than doing like going to failure, even though we'll see because I'm currently training a bodybuilding program that I made myself. I decided I'm gonna take a step back from strongman and focus on making money. That's kind of the reason why I got back into making content, because I want to create something out of this shit and I have enough knowledge to do so, and I'm super fucking confident that I can mug literally 90% of the coaches out there, not only by knowledge but also by size, because my fucking arm is bigger than their entire goddamn torso. So Mike Menser, to talk honestly. I know the way he trained, he did like maybe 2 sets of till failure, or maybe even 1 set sometimes, but that's just not the way that somebody that already has an established physique, for somebody that's already massive, because when you get bigger, this is something that people maybe won't mention, but it's basic knowledge. It's basic like fact. When you are bigger, when you have bigger muscles, you will be able to feel them a lot easier when you're training them. So it's much easier if you have a fucking delt the size of your head, because you can feel it way easier when something is already established. When you have nothing on your physique, when you're basic fucking twink, try telling a twink of 60 kilograms to hit his lats. This motherfucker doesn't have lats. The fuck can he hit? So that's why like the importance of coaches, that's why I'm like pushing the importance of having a coach so much. And this is where I'm going to say to you, get me as a coach. No, but truth be told, if I didn't have a coach, no fucking way would I be able to bench 187 kilograms that I benched 4 weeks ago, if I didn't have a coach. No fucking way. Bench press was my worst exercise when I started training. And that was literally the reason why I told myself I'm gonna get this shit up. I'm gonna crush this shit, because I cannot have a bad exercise. That's the same way that I'm thinking about the squat. My squat, is a little bit, does not match the strength of my back, arms, or shoulders, chest. Definitely doesn't. My Squat is like 240 kilograms. It's shit. It should be like 300 kilograms if it were to match my bench pressing ability and strength. But let's get back of older, like bodybuilders, old school guys. This is something that I talked about when I was when I was doing the channel, this YouTube channel. A lot of these guys, the program they do are the programs that are good because they've trained for years. Arnold was, I don't know how old was he or how many years of experience he had when he got to LA. Yeah, I have no fucking idea. I don't even remember. I'm ending this day. Would you recommend push pressing to break strict overhead press plateau? You can definitely try it, yeah. But I would say, especially in pressing movements, if you plateau in any kind of pressing movement, try to look where the weakness is. Is it from the bottom? Is it in the middle? Is it on the top? Where do you fail your lift? And after that, you can work upon it. If it's on your chest, let's say. I'm talking about bench pressing now, but the same can be told about overhead pressing. If you fail on your chest, you need more explosiveness from your chest, which means that you will need to do more pausing exercises. You will need to pause more and explode more from the chest. So exercise like floor presses, paused bench presses, of course. Dumbbells like from a very deep angle, also paused. All of these exercises are very specific to your weakness. If the overhead press is failing, let's say, midway, somewhere around here, it's probably the problem with your triceps. So you need to train the triceps in a different way. Literally setting yourself up a cage, setting the pins to the height where you fail, and then training on pressing as explosive as you fucking can with as much weight as you can from that point onwards. I would say that would be one of the ways you can do that. But also, this is only like a compound movement, let's say, like the main movement. So think of it like this. I don't want to get too nerdy on this shit because there's a lot of details, but I don't want to fucking talk about it because it's way too specific. The main movement is going to be to press from that point. Now, next exercise is going to be connected. When you're doing that exercise, when you're pressing from that point of weakness, what muscle do you feel when you're doing the exercise? Try it. And from that point onward, you see, oh, okay, I feel the lower part, let's say hypothetically, I'm feeling the lower part of my forearm, my wrist hurts, and the long head of the triceps is activated. Okay. Now you can train the long head of the triceps, the forearm, and you add some wrist exercises just so you get through the pain. Because, when you're lifting, because it makes it much, much easier when you don't have to worry about it. But that's the type of mindset that you can have when you are going to a plateau. I think I made myself very clear with this one. Because breaking stagnation, breaking plateaus is something that I'm super proud of, because I never plateaued. I never stagnated in these 7 years of training. I've never had a point in which my lifts didn't go up. And I wouldn't say it's only genetics. I would say it's mostly because I know if something doesn't work, I have to do it. If I keep training like a retard and expecting it to change, I'm fucking quoting Vas Montenegro from Far Cry 3. It's fucking insanity. So I'm not gonna do the same shit that doesn't work. So when something doesn't work, okay, maybe try one more time. But afterwards, for the love of fucking God, change it. Find something that's find something different. Maybe doing a simple thing like some bodybuilding is gonna make a difference. But never in your life start complaining, feeling down, and think that everything is shit. If everything is shit, it's probably your fault. And this I cannot emphasize more. It's a hard truth, hard pill to swallow, but it's true. And every single time that I put this shit in my head, every single time I make it work. What else can I talk about? What else would help you guys? Yeah, before we end this, because it's been like, koji ti je PR na overhead pressu? Trenutno, he says, he asked in Croatian, what's my overhead press PR? At the moment, I mean, it's not literally overhead press, but last weekend I overhead press, push pressed, log pressed, 130 kilograms. I'm gonna post the video on YouTube soon. From a strict overhead press, I would say it's at least 125, probably around 130 as well on the bar on a good day. But I'm not doing strict overhead press with a barbell. I'm mostly doing log presses now with these bad boys. We use this one. This one we used on the competition. It's 80 kilograms. This one is 105 kilograms. And those up over there, those are like 110, 130, and 150 in the back. But as I was saying, kind of the reason why I started this live stream and everything, I need 4 more clients to join me on my free coaching. No, you will not be paying later on. It's completely free. It doesn't have a time limit, so you can basically train with me for as many months as needed. I'm basically training people until we get results. Would be best that you let me know on my Instagram. I don't know if I can write here or not. But basically, I decided I'm going to train 10 people for free and get them whatever program they need to progress. And basically later on, they will be showcased on my online coaching page on Instagram. And I'm starting this shit super seriously now. Last time that I did it was more of out of passion. It was more of a passion project. But now I'm going at it like a motherfucker. I have a professional photographer. A friend is doing Photoshop. And I have a great marketing team behind me. So I can't fucking start. But basically, yeah, I need more people. I need to have 4 or 5 people right now. I'm waiting for one to schedule a call. I need 5 more, or at least 4 more. So it's like 10 of us, 9 of us. And expect fucking gains. What can I tell you? The reason of the stream is for you to see that I am not some oofy doofy motherfucking little bitch coach who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But that I will make you gains. So I'm gonna post my Instagram on the fucking YouTube story or whatever the fuck, like the posts. Yeah, some fucking bullshit's going on. Anyway, that's kinda all. I gotta go to fucking eat. Yeah, I basically started bodybuilding again. I was doing strongman last summer, competing in 2 strongman competitions. I competed last weekend in the log press, and 2 weekends before in powerlifting. I deadlifted 285 kilograms, and I bench pressed 187.5 kilograms. And I had the strength to press 190, definitely, but I felt like a strain in my back. So that's why I decided to start doing isometric work for pain. Doesn't matter if it's in your shoulder, your biceps, your chest, whatever the fuck. Isometric work is God. Of isometric work, isometric exercises, building like 30 seconds to 3 sets, you're good to go. 8 to 12 weeks, write this shit down. Or remember it, I don't care. This is all it takes for your tendons and ligaments to get stronger, and I'll be a test subject, so my phone is about to die again for like 60 seconds, so it was a pleasure doing this stream with you guys. I know that the next one is gonna be way more filled with questions, but even if you don't, I'm just happy to share some knowledge and help some of you guys. So I always hope that I had people on my side that's gonna help me. So yeah, thanks a lot, lads. Have a great. The next one will be announced. Thanks a lot.